Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wildcard game. It's the one-game American League wildcard playoff between the Falcons and the Roadrunners. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Major League Baseball coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac, and Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, everyone has different opinions about these one-game wild card matchups. Kind of tough that your season comes down to this after such a long season, but it certainly creates a lot of excitement and drama. The pressure's on, so we'll see who handles it better and finds a way to win.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I got to tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the Wild Card Playoff on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Stu Money gets the nod here at home for the American League wildcard game. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a good repertoire of pitches, and he throws also a knuckle curveball. And one guy comes to mind, Mike Mussina, former Oriole and Yankee pitcher, had a real good knuckle curve. It's not an easy pitch to learn, and what's more difficult, it's a difficult pitch for umpires to call strikes, and that's why we don't see a lot of pitchers using it today.
Popped up. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Giro, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
First pitch on its way. A little roller toward the hole. Throw gets him, 2 down.
That is good. The third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Now at the plate, Bruce Sanders. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. Wind up and the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shoots this one over to first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Jason Jones is on the mound for the visiting squad in this AL wildcard matchup. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
1-1. Ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
Yep, 1-2.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Smoked on the ground, left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Brent Hughes stands in as he looks at a called strike. Swing and a line drive. Foul. 0-2. Here it comes. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Bureau? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 or 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have it right there.
Rex McKay is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Buxton on second. Hughes on at first with nobody out. 3-1 to him now. There's ball 4.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks in that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for starting pitcher.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the first pitch. Lee Johnson is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
John Joyner comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
So it was a strikeout swinging. John Joyner becomes out number 2 this inning. Into the box, Tony Rossi, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. Get him.
Not the way you want to start the game as the pitcher. He dug his own grave a little bit, loading the bases there, and he had no chance but to throw a strike. Well, that's what you get when you start to groove one over the plate. It's a bases-clearing double, and now he's down 3-0.
To the plate now, Basil Lowry, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
3 runs already home here. Outside, 3-0 now.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay.
The pitcher, Mudville.
From the stretch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
2 down, runners at first and second. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 1 inning in the books here. Mobile. Leading off the inning, John O'Neill, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Into the box now, Jeffrey Bellamy. Line hard to center field. Buxton is right there, 1 down.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. Is there a better defender in our sport? I don't know. You can argue the point that no one has disregard for their body the way Byron Buxton goes after balls in the gap. And don't sleep on the cannon for an arm.
At the plate now, Steve Rice, and it's fouled away. Rice has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Behind 0-2 now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Hughes is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. At the plate, Joel Sloan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here. No errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of the second. Mobile is out in front here, 3-0. In now, David Trinkel, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. Sloan has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Raymond Buxton.
Stepping up to the plate, Raymond Buxton. He singled his last time up. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Brent Hughes. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runners on first with one down. A bullet to first base. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. We played 2 full. Mobile leads it 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Rodney Myers. First offering on its way. The 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting up, the shortstop, Kevin Root.
Now in the box, Kevin Root. First pitch of the at-bat.
Oh, that's out.
The 1-0.
Oh, that pitch is out.
One out, nobody on. Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit out towards second. And that's the second out.
The center fielder, number 8, Bart Flash.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Bart Flash. First pitch on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fouled off. A ballman, 2 strikes. Chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Brooks McCabe. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
Brooks McCabe.
Now here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
The designated hitter, Lee Johnson.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Lee Johnson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 0-1 delivery. And there's a base hit on the line.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
So now to the plate, John Joyner. So he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Two balls and a strike. Here it is.
Ball three.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around it?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with that one for ball four. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Digging in, Tony Rossi, fresh off a bases clearing double his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The 1-0 home.
Ball two.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
First and second now, one man out. 3-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he misses again, ball four. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the third inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Ready for another chance? Basil Lowry. He drew a walk his first time up. Comes set, now the pitch. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. From the stretch. Now a circle change, but he takes it low, ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
There's a strike. It's 2-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 2-1 home is in off the plate.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Is in there for a full count now, 3-2. Bases are loaded with only one out. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
So striding forward now, Tom Magruder, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
1-0 pitch on the way.
He must have been sitting fastball right there because he is not going to see a better pitch tonight. He cannot let that hanger go.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Here now the 2-2. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone. And then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
In now, David Trimfel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach. But if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Two out, bases loaded. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. 1 run is scored. And he is in there.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Mason Haynes is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box, Raymond Buxton, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Fastball called for strike 2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Two men are on with two men out. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Stepping in now, Brent Hughes. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, we all know he can burn on a base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brooks McKay.
At the plate, Brooks McKay hit in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lee Johnson.
Into the box now, Lee Johnson, and it's grounded just foul down the line. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's outside.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
The 1-1 home.
Ball 2.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 2-1 home. Hit hard up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job, but any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Standing in now, John Joyner down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run home run. We played 3 full. It is now 9-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Brent Means. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball back then.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. To the plate now, Bruce Sanders. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. As a look, now the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. And he's jammed a bit on that one, but he's able to foul it off to the right to stay alive. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in, John O'Neill. He reached on a single in his first try. From the belt, kicks and deals. Runners on first with 1 down. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Tony Rossi.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
And he misses 2-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Hey, it's really hard as a pitcher when you're not able to throw the ball in the strike zone to try to get some outs, and that really was his demise in this one. 5 walks, had a difficult time finding the strike zone.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Magruder.
Into the box now, Tom Magruder. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Went after the high one there. A swing and a miss.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So nothing doing here after the 6-run outburst the inning before. We played 4 full. Mobile is on top here, 9-0.
Leading off for the Falcons, the first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's outside. Ball, that's out.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
And the pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, he loses them there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Now at the plate, Steve Rice. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you can get super greedy right down the middle.
1-1 to count. from the stretch. And it's fouled away. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Sharp ground ball to third. Reined in to second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Joel Sloan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging.
1-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The count now at 2-2. The pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Full count now, 3-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Digging in and looking for more, David Trinford. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Raymond Buxton.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Raymond Buxton. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
The last at bat, Eddie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
So now to the plate, Brent Hughes. And he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. but this will land untouched.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Now the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 5 innings complete. The Roadrunners on top 9-0. So striding in, Rodney Myers. We'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
2-1.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Chopped toward the second baseman. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Kevin Root.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Root. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 8, Bart Flash.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Bart Flash. 0-2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ground ball to third. Scooped up. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Now at the plate, Brooks McKay.
For Mudville, the first baseman, Brooks McKay.
First offering on its way. Popped him up. Bellamy over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Next will be the designated hitter, Lee Johnson. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now the 1-0.
Nope. 2-0.
1 out, nobody on. Not a very undisciplined swing there. It's 2-1. And And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
John Joyner is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 50th pitch of the game on its way.
Nope, that's him. Inside, ball 3.
Tony Rossi would be next. The 3-1 pitch. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Myers over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Stepping into the box, Brent Means, and Dan Heenan's fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1-2-3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And he lays off for ball 1. One is a cutter that misses 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Got him.
Now batting, the third baseman.
At the plate, Bruce Sanders. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Now the 2-1. Full count, 3-2. John O'Neill will be next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Into the box, John O'Neill. So take a look at the pitch. Too low. It's ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
2-1. Two out, nobody on. Two 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
High in the air out to center field. Buxton is under this one, and that will retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
So stepping in, Tony Rossi.
For the road runner, the shortstop, Tony Rossi.
First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
I got the count 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Basil Lowry will swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Now it's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Two-0 count, the pitch.
Ball inside.
Tom Magruder will be next. Takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, catcher, Tom Magruder.
Now batting, Tom Magruder. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Flash is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the third baseman, David Prinfield.
Digging in the switch hitter, David Prinfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken up in the zone. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
1-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Riding in once again, Jeffrey Bellamy. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looking really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. 2-0 now.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now here's the pitch. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now to the plate, Steve Rice. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the middle, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
At the plate now, Joel Sloan. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Second baseman,
So coming to the plate, Rodney Myers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he misses with it. 1-1. down low, 2 balls and a strike.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The batter, the shortstop, Kevin Root.
Stepping in, Kevin Root. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. Mobile leads this one 9-2. Theo Rice comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Raymond Buxton. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
1-0.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
The count now at 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
Fouled away. The 2-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Now another 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Into the box, Brent Hughes. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Brooks McKay, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Dean Ma comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Leading off for the Falcons, the center fielder, Clark Black.
Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Striding forward now is the DH, Brent Means. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit.
One of the best qualities of this pitcher is keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's not an easy guy to get the ball up in the air again, so he's going to have to regroup a little bit here. He's not used to giving up home runs.
In now, Bruce Sanders. This is in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. And this one bounds around against the wall. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Now batting, the catcher, John O'Neill.
Stepping in now, John O'Neill. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Michael Newcomb comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Your attention, please. Now pitching, Michael Newcomb.
Into the box now, Jeffrey Bellamy. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here's the first pitch. Left side. He's got it. To second for 1. And an offline throw, but a good tag this time to get his man anyway. Settling in now, Steve Rice. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Liner towards second. And they're going to chip away some more as this is down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
This guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run that in this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Joel Sloan started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. A high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too. Now the 3-2 pitch.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Billy rushing. That's the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike with the breaking ball.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there, but that was actually a decent slider to do some damage with.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about a do-or-die situation. Amazing. They find a way to win the wild card game and advance to the division series. I know the home crowd made a difference cheering them on, but now they have all the momentum going into the next round.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire great crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching the American League Wildcard game.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 9 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the visitors, 5 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.